this. I'm the oldest of 4 boys. We were raised in the backwoods of Louisiana, right on the swamps of Catahoula Lake. And when I graduated from high school at 17, it was time for the oldest to get out of there because there wasn't enough food to go around. I joined the Navy, and I became a nuclear weapons technician on C-4 backfit submarines. And that's what I did. I worked on nuclear missiles. I got out of the Navy, and I found out real fast that the civilian population had no need for nuclear weapons technicians at all. I went through all kinds of jobs. I did everything. I worked for Puerto Rico on their ships going back and forth for Marriott Corporation. I was a food and beverage manager. Cell phones back early in the 90s. Vice president of a construction company for 7 years. And then one day I woke up and I said, you know what? I like to catch animals. And I started catching animals. So I started a little small company called Tenacious Avian Predators, TAP. And I couldn't get off the ground with it. I couldn't make it work. I mean, I get jobs, but not enough. Back to the franchise, and I said, let me take a look at this and see. And man, they had everything laid out, and they do all the support on the back end. So I can go trap all the animals I want and talk to as many people as I want. But they made the system work. And the day I bought the franchise, the day they turned the internet on, the day that number became all animal control, the business just kept growing and growing. We got into McKinney and we were like, wow, this is huge. This is not just a little tiny blip on the map anymore. This place has blossomed. So here we are. I met with the guy, the exterminator. He's got a local business here in McKinney. He's a pest control guy. That's bugs.
Right.
I'm not real fond of doing bugs. It's not real interesting. It's a necessity. We got to do that. So anyway, I was meeting with him. I was developing a relationship so that I can hand off all my bug work to him.
Okay.
He, on the other hand, doesn't like to do wildlife, so he's going to hand off all of his wildlife work to me. So it's going to be a symbiotic relationship.
That's great.
I'll do what he doesn't want to do, and he'll do what I don't want to do. And his customers, for a whole month of service, they only pay $40. And my customers pay all the money up front, and then they never see me again because they never have a problem ever again. First, I typed in "snake in my yard, McKinney, Texas." I dominated the whole page. Every single link took it to one of those 2 phones right there. But the algorithms change as the words change and the relevancy changes. I said, so we're just going to type in snake McKinney.
There you go.
And so I was first, third, and this guy's over here in 4th. I was like, what? I was in 4th yesterday. What happened? And I clicked on it, and I didn't recognize the telephone number, and I said, this is a good page. I said, but I don't know who this is. And I was confused. And I was looking at it, and I was like, I'm going to call the guy right now because I'm going to find out who this is, and I'm going to deal with this. I'll figure out who it is, and then I'll tell my web designer how we're going to push him out and get me back in that 4th spot. So I call the number, and my cell phone starts ringing.
It's hilarious.
I know.
Rats in the attic. Armadillos in the backyard.
Armadillos tearing up. You plant $600 worth of flowers. You water you do all the landscaping. You do hours of work to make the front end look good. And that night, the armadillo goes, "Oh, thank you. I love digging into this stuff." And they dig up $600 worth of flowers, looking for the grubs that may or may not be there, or the earthworms.
Right.
Okay. Or Mama Raccoon decides that your house is the best way to get away from Daddy Raccoon. So if I go through this attic vent, tear a hole in this area, go up underneath your subfloor, and dig way back there in the back, I can have my nest of babies and Daddy Raccoon can't find me. Or you don't notice the little high-pitched chirping until the bat colony develops to be 500 bats instead of just 5, and all of a sudden you're smelling this odd smell that you just can't put your finger on, and there's a bat colony living in the soffit of your house. In Collin County, there are plenty of alligators here. I found several. But in Collin County, the number one thing so far I know, isn't it amazing?
Yeah.
And you want to know what else? Beavers everywhere. Number one so far has been snakes. Snakes everywhere. Good wet season this year, not quite as dry as last year. The snakes are out. Number two call has been armadillos. And then the other thing is you guys have fox squirrels here, the big red fox squirrel. And so the fox squirrel, being a bigger squirrel, they eat a bigger hole in the soffit of the house or the fascia of the house, and they get in the attic and they sleep at night. And then, believe it or not, beavers, number 4 on the list right now, everywhere. Beavers everywhere in this county. All they need is to be wet. I mean, if there's a spit puddle, they can live in it.
There you go. Hello, Boba Fett.
Yep.
It's not camera
I
shot.
originally got him because I was going to hunt jackrabbits out in West Texas, but he became such a movie star so fast that he's too valuable to but he's kind of become our mascot, you know. And he has a girlfriend now. Her name's Athenia. She's twice as big as him.
That's how we like them. Yeah, you betcha. He winked at me twice. Both eyes. If you think you have a story to tell, send me an email. But I have to tell you up front, it better be good. I hope. Hi, I'm Stuart at Stuart J's Lens, and I'm here with Bobo Fett of A All Animal Control. Bobo Fett, how you doing, bud? You want to be the star of Stuart J's Lens? Well, you are.
He said yes.
Yes, is what he's saying. Thank you for being with us.